Hello everyone and welcome back. We're here with Jake, one of the winners from UCL. And first of all, before we start the interview, congratulations. This is your prize. Feel free to open it and show people what you have secured here today. You know, you can take it out of the box if you want to. If you don't, I don't know if I can see. Poggers. Oh, that looks really good. Nice close-up coming through. But first of all, congratulations. How are you feeling about this one specifically? I know you had some interesting moves this morning.
I mean, honestly, like, it's not emotional, but like I woke up at 4:30 this morning, 4:30 a.m. because we was gonna drive here. We started driving, we broke down halfway, like we're 60 miles away from Birmingham, and I was like, bro, is this game even going to happen? Like, I didn't know what's going on. Ended up getting a taxi to Milton Keynes,
I guess
and
we
then
did
trained from Milton Keynes to Coventry, got picked up from the NSC guys, walked on stage. It's a bit of a rockstar entrance, and I guess a rockstar finish, you know. So.
Rockstar finish indeed, 3-0, clean sweep coming through. I want to kind of start off with the question about the draft specifically. We saw Warwick coming through with a couple of changes. How did you guys make sure that you adapted to it as a team?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing going into it is that like there was a few heroes that were really important and like instrumental in the series. Like Death Prophet was obviously like one of the biggest ones, but they couldn't deal with our split push as well. So they had issues with like the Sand King and the Anti-Mage, and so there was too many problems. Like if they focus on one, then they lose the other. Like Game 3 was the one game we didn't get Death Prophet, but it didn't even matter because we had like loads of different areas and counters and stuff. So in the end, they just couldn't deal with everything we were throwing at them. What it come down to.
Do you think maybe the fact that Warwick came through with a sub today kind of had an effect on their gameplay, or did you guys feel very comfortable coming in it today and you're like, we're going to win regardless of sub or not?
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, yeah, the sub makes a difference, of course, but we had like a lot of strategy prepared for the one player that wasn't here. So in some ways, like we found out about the change like this morning. So in some ways we were almost a little bit more nervous with this player because of the fact that like we weren't prepared at all. Like we had all like the strategy, we had all like the black books, like you know, all the notepads, but that was all like thrown out the window. We had like weeks of prep, and that was all gone because the player wasn't here. But it didn't matter in the end, I guess.
Okay, that was actually going to be my next question regarding the strategy coming into this, because you guys were really able to overwhelm Warwick, specifically in those team fights. Was that actually part of the strategy coming into the game today, or was it more like Warwick made mistakes, you guys were able to capitalize off of it?
No, it was strategy completely. Like, I mean, my team like played out of their minds as well. Like we had some big plays in that game, but like overall strategy, I think we had them figured out from game one. Because we've played them a little bit online already, so we know what kind of play. They love like balling up and kind of going this death ball strategy, which is just like they go as 5 and they just run down lanes, and so they couldn't deal with split push. So like they're like focusing on mid, and we've got left and right. So like Dota is a strategy game at the end of the day. Like yeah, you can click buttons, but like if you don't know how to deal with you have all these different problems that you got to deal with, and they couldn't deal with the split push today. So.
Okay, so you're saying like the superior tactic came through today, but I have like a really important question. I think a lot of people in Twitch chat are wondering the same thing. Considering it's an entry requirement to be on the UCL team, are you able to lick your elbow? Like right now on live stream, on camera.
Unless I like broke my elbow, it wasn't going to happen, guys. It wasn't going to happen. Yeah, so I guess maybe I should get kicked, really, because I can't actually lick my own elbow. Like, all disqualified in the end. Cause
Any players who can do it?
I think there actually might be 1 or 2, but if the captain can't do it, I feel like, you know, it's not setting a good example, is it really? Like?
Yeah, okay, you should lead by example then. But before we close this out, I have a final question. And that is if you have any shout-outs, any mentions you want to give out, because we're on LAN here today. There's so many people. There's people in Twitch chat watching, cheering for you.
I mean, obviously, big shout-out to my team. Like, they played amazing. Like, obviously, Andres, just trying to remember that. Andres, Joe, Eric, Julian played amazing. But a big shout out to my brother and my friends watching as well. Like they were driving up with me at like 4:30 this morning. They were really happy to come. Their car broke down. They ended up staying behind. I got a taxi to the airport. But so without them, I couldn't be here. So shout out to my brother Jazz, and go from there.
Well, that's a wholesome shout out. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations on the win. You guys are absolutely incredible. I hope you enjoy your trophies. There's even more. It's not just one. And the team picture as well.
Sounds good.
I really appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Well, that is the end from the Dota segment. UCL here securing that championship title once again, proving that they are a force to